Giegue, the final boss of Mother 1, and Giygas, the final boss of Earthbound. Throughout all my years, I've always assumed that they're the same being, with a similar name, however both invincible, and how 8 melodies must be collected in order to defeat him. But other than that, they look nothing alike, and almost no mentions of Giegue's relationship to Maria or anything like that is in Earthbound, and of course they have completely different names. So thinking about it now, could these two be the same alien, or could they be completely unrelated? Okay, starting off, I know this is a little too soon to spit it out, but they're without a doubt the same. First, while in EB0 it's Giegue and in Earthbound it's Giygas, those are just translation errors. In the Japanese version of both of these games, it's Giegue. I think that's what it's pronounced, but I'm gonna call it Giegue because I don't know what else to pronounce it. So with that, the title Giegue Strikes Back, and other similarities, I can't see any way of these two not being the same entity. But that leaves us with a question. How did he go from a Mewtwo or Frieza-like alien to this? There are a lot of theories about this, so let's go through them. Theory 1. The Devil's Machine transformed Giegue, giving him so much energy that he becomes the embodiment of evil like Pokey said, destroying his mind and increasing his power, although his attacks are still ungraspable. If you take a picture of Giygas upside down, he does kind of look like how he did in Mother 1, and Pokey's dialogue suggests this. Maybe Giegue was so devastated from being defeated from his emotions that he wanted to destroy his ability to feel emotions to make sure he could never be defeated again. Some have speculated that it might not have even been the Devil's Machine that made him transform. Something else, some other machine might have been the case and transformed him. But the Devil's Machine is just a containment unit so he doesn't go amok and destroy everything. So if it wasn't that did it, what was? Theory 2. Giegue's physical body was either destroyed or given up to give godlike powers, which is kind of sad if you think about it because this means his soul was destroyed at the end of Earthbound, meaning there's no afterlife or anything for him, and no way for him to ever reunite with Maria. There are a few hints of this. First is the Mani Mani statue, which could be Giygas' old physical body. I mean, it does look similar to Giegue, and it does explain why the statue has such strong powers, why it's in Ness's mind, and how it can use PK Rocket, which only 2 other people can use. Those being Ness, and of course, Giygas. I do have a few questions though. How did his corpse, or maybe it's not a corpse, maybe it's still alive just without a mind. Anyway, how did that become a golden statue? Honestly, I don't know, but since this is Earthbound, it's honestly not even that crazy to think about. Theory 3. In Earthbound, Giygas is the fetus of future Giegue. Ness and friends do go back in time after all, and at some points in the static, you can see to be what looks like an outline of a fetus. Other than that, this theory is not at all true. If it was, what's with the Devil's Machine? And where are we anyway? Inside a vagina? Maybe an alien vagina, or maybe a Starman, or whatever species Giygas is. The Devil's Machine could be an egg or something for all I care, but what's Pokey doing here though? And the final nail in the coffin is the dialogue. Nothing suggests this, nothing at all. Honestly, the supposed fetus in the static was most likely unintentional or someone thought it'd be cool to add, but didn't intend for his or her addition to have any relation to the story. Just being a creepy design and all that. While we might not know for sure what caused Giygas' transformation, he is still one of my favorite villains of all time. I just wish there was more we could know about him, especially his home world. I'd love to see something that goes into detail about his early life, and what he was doing in space before the events of Mother 1. Maybe the mysteriousness of his character is what I love about Giygas the most. But if anyone has any more theories or details about how Giegue became Giygas, feel free to comment below. I hope all of you have a good day, and until next time.